goal, that is. Fired in, but absolutely no help in possession. Thanks to those players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
Hello again, lads. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Live for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It is the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd, Season 4, Episode 83. Begin some transfer news. Youngster Josh Edwards has agreed a one-year loan move to Rakow. Not a realistic transfer loan, if I'm going to be honest, but it was pretty much the only offer I could get for him. And I'd just rather him be out the door playing somewhere else and getting the experience so it doesn't affect any growth. Similar story here with Mark Andrews. We have a ton of midfielders, so we just need to get him out. He's actually agreed to go to Fleetwood Town, which I'm very happy about. That is realistic. Welsh midfielder, and he can also play centre-back. You'll remember he went to Carlisle on loan last year, so that's pretty good for his career. And then the final one, Teddy Brooks has agreed to join Shamrock Rovers. And again, I'm pretty okay with them, you know, the lower rated players going over to Ireland and getting a bit of experience. That does make a lot of sense to me, at least. And I'm happy with the other two, not so much the Rakow one, but hey, you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Coming up in today's episode, we take on the mighty West Brom. We also have league games against Bristol City and Bolton Wanderers. The Bristol City game is away, so we'll be at Ashton Gate for that one, and at home for Bolton Wanderers. But we begin at home, taking on West Brom. Let's see how we get on. So, beginning at home, Broadall Way, we take on the mighty West Brom, the Baggies, and if we're going to be having any chance here, the best thing we can do is try and nullify their threat. And this is our lineup that we go with. You can see quite a strong selection, as you'd imagine, by Aidy Boothroyd. All of our best players out on the field there. And hopefully, like I said, it's basically a 4-5-1. The opening 28 minutes, they're going to work it close. Going to get Malumbi into Wallace, then to win the ball back off James Wilden, and it's actually their centre-back, Darragh O'Shea. He's on the edge of the 6-yard box when this ball comes back to him. Anderson shuffles across and kicks out his right leg to save. It's a good save by the lad. And then from the resulting corner, we win the ball with a bit of a press, and as McCormick goes to run away and counter-attack, Jason Malumbi brings him down. Now, I didn't show this, but Malumbi was already on a yellow card, and so the best case scenario for us that could have happened here was that West Brom went down to 10 men after just half an hour of play. This gives us a tremendous chance now to apply pressure to their midfield and just try and squeeze as much possession of the ball. They did get a chance on 34 minutes as O'Reilly set it in Diangana with a shot looking for the corner, but Anderson, you'll remember they've still got some high quality players out on the field there, West Brom, so even though they are down to 10 men, they're able to move the ball quickly and create chances. We have to be careful of a counter-attack. Now we go in at the break 0-0, and again we want to try and press home our advantage. You'll see here Spilliers takes the ball off DK and then plays it into midfield. McCormick is going to play this wide, James Wilden, and then Hoskins on the right. He's going to whip this in. It's a great cross to the back post, and Nichols rises above. I think it's Furlong at the back post there. He gets enough on it and heads it in. Tom Nichols with a great header. You don't want to pigeonhole a guy like Tom Nichols just to be a left wing cutting merchant on the left that cuts onto his right foot, because he's capable of so much more, especially as his main position is striker. So he's deadly inside the box when he's on his game. And look at Boothroyd. This is a dream result for us if we can keep this. West Brom then, as I said, they know how to move the ball. Quick interchange of passing. DK into the box, just in front of the penalty spot, has to score, but he ends up fluffing his lines. Completely shanks it the wrong side of the post, and a let-off, you have to say, for us there. And then on 68 minutes, possession of the ball here, O'Neill into McCormick, McCormick into to lie, knocked down, and then McCormick, I thought he was going to take the shot on himself after taking it past Kipre, but he sets up youngster Ronnie Harrison, who runs into the box as a late attacker. Why didn't he shoot there? And he comes back across the goalkeeper. It's a great save by Alex Palmer.
Hoskins.
75 minutes, Hoskins loses the ball here. DK into O'Reilly, back to DK. West Brom looking for their equalising goal. Spillers reads it. Not for the first time. He had a great game today. And then a through ball, and here's Hoskins. He's on his horses. He's on the breakaway. Crosses it in. And there's Nichols. Makes it 2-0. What a result. And we know that because obviously they're down to 10 men, they're already light at the back, and obviously trying to push forward for that equaliser. We caught them on the break. This is what we'll be known for in this career mode save, is just basically sucking teams in and then hitting them with pace and precision on the counter attack. Originally we started out on the save as a Route 1 team, but and then 88, 89 minutes, DK gets his shot a little bit better that time from inside the box. You see here, it's played through the middle, and he just gets a shot off before Spillers can tackle him. But it's a great save by Anderson. A fantastic result for us. I never would have imagined getting any points from this game, so this is a fantastic result. And so we travel to Ashton Gate to take on Bristol City in the league. Another championship challenge for us. And hopefully we can take advantage of the fact that we picked up, I guess, a surprise bundle of points against West Brom in the last game. In the opening minute, a 1-2 attempt by James Wilden and Hoskins led to a through pass to Hugo Novoa, the top scorer in the championship, the early top scorer in the championship. And he gets the goal here after just 2 minutes. It's a bit unfortunate here because he goes through, Anderson gets his hand to it, but he can only tip it onto the post. And then it comes back off the post there and goes in. But a nightmare start for Aidy Boothroyd here at Ashton Gate. And he calls for some focus. And then around the 10-minute mark, Cody Johnson, he's going to play this in. Gilby spins away from Viner, gets into the box, and a low shot. Bajic gets down well and tips it out for a corner.
From a top-class goalkeeper, that's absolutely brilliant.
I thought he might have just tried to open his body up and try and side foot that in, but he went for a low shot. And Gilby, 17 minutes in, Gilby getting involved in the attacks. Hoskins into Hardy, brings it down, and a volley tipped over by Bajic. And once again another fantastic chance, especially whenever Hardy's in the box, you expect him to hit the target, and he did. I was pushing for that equaliser. And into stoppage time of the first half. Crossed in, Hardy's header parried and then cleared away by Naismith. And we go into the break. A goal down to that early Novoa goal, Hugo Novoa. And still very much every chance to try and get something out of this game. 5 minutes after the break, attacking down this left-hand side, it's Murdoch into Nichols, Nichols into Hoskins, Hoskins sets up Gilby and he blazes it over. He had to have scored there.
He has to score there.
And the referee pulling that back for the earlier foul on O'Neill by Mark Sykes ends up going into the book. And then on 57 minutes, it's a poor clearance. Alex Scott then sets up.
Teammates available.
Novoa in the box, on the turn. He actually had more time than he realised, but Anderson could only parry it out for a corner.
Corner kick awarded.
This time we had Borthwick Jackson, he just wasn't close enough there. And corner swung in, Novoa's header. Looking for his brace. And Anderson gets across and tips it wide. Some sustained pressure here by the home side as they look to make it 2-0. And then another short corner. This time Scott actually plays it in. Naismith on the turn. Hits a low shot. And he pushes it out. Takes no chances with that. Anderson by pushing it out for a corner. Gotta love how a Gumbo just backs off out the way and allows him to shoot. That's great.
Alex Scott, what can you tell us?
And then on 68 minutes, the pull back here. And it's a fair shot. He's going for the top corner, isn't he? Trying to force that into the top corner. We're going to have to rely on Anderson a lot in the campaign. And then on 73 minutes, a counter-attack. We're famous for those. And Gilby into McCormick. McCormick into Nichols. Nichols, extra man over. And Hardy makes no mistake from the penalty spot. Just inside the penalty spot when he takes the shot. Lovely passing and movement. Yeah, he's just level with the penalty spot. Lovely finish. And then we're holding out as much as we can. The ball's played in by Frost, and Semenyo is upended by a sliding tackle by Mazida Gumbo. And it's a booking for Mazida Gumbo. Didn't have a good game this time round. And his trailing foot catches Semenyo, and it's Novoa sends Anderson the wrong way to make it 2-1 on 89 minutes. And with so little time remaining, just stoppage time remaining, we were not able to recover from that. Disappointing to have lost potentially what could have been a point there away from home onto the next one. So we are back in front of the home crowd at Broadall Way to take on Bolton Wanderers in the final game of today's episode. A familiar opponent from League One and hoping to bounce back after the 2-1 defeat against Bristol City. Opening 3 minutes, Tom Nichols rinses Jack Iredale down the left, and he's going to dink this in. And Tariq Wright comes running in, tries the diving header, but Morgan Fox gets in the way. And then 12 minutes in, McCormick on the turn, and Wagner gets across and tips it out for a corner. Great change of pace to get into the box by McCormick, but a good save by Wagner. And then on 17 minutes, somewhat against the run of play after a good interception initially, Spillaers tries to dink it up and gives it away. Max Waters accelerates into the box and then pulls this back, and it's volleyed into the corner by Josh Windass to open the scoring for the visitors.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box.
Spillaers just didn't get enough purchase on the lofted clearance, the lofted through ball, and it is intercepted, and straight away they got back into that. Tariq Wright on 32 minutes made some mockery of Ricardo Santos here, gets into the box from the right side and goes to the far corner. Right there showing what he's capable of with his tricks and skills to get into the box. A good effort. And then from the corner it's swung in, headed away, and then Borthwick Jackson recovers well. He plays it into Gilby, and Gilby on the turn. Gilby's going to cross this in, and Hardy's there to make a solid connection. What I like about Hardy is he's capable of scoring all types of goals. He can score headers, he can flick the ball and turn and volley it, and then he can score goals like this, just poacher goals where he's just running in to the 6-yard box, getting any kind of connection on it, and just guiding it into the net past the goalkeeper. We go in at the break 1-1, looking to try and get ourselves ahead and win this one. Even if it's just by 1 goal, points here are at a premium. 57 minutes, Tariq Wright cuts inside. He's going to play this to McCormick. McCormick sets up. Right. Hardy, and Hardy scores past the goalkeeper. Wonderful movement. For some reason on the replay there I thought he'd set up Wright, who'd continued his run, but we'll see here from the replay, it confuses me a little bit. They actually swap. Wright stays on the outside of the box and Hardy runs inside and converts that one. 2-1. So in 66 minutes, McCormick drops his shoulder and takes a long shot. He's known for his long shots, and he hits a fantastic shot. 65 minutes, catches Wagner off his line. It's a fantastic strike by McCormick. 3 goals to 1.
Well, look at the replay here, because they don't come much better than this.
Lovely drop of the shoulder, just turns the opposite direction, sees he's off his line and says, I'm going to go for this. The control and accuracy on this ball as he strikes that. 3-1. Now it's time to shut up shop and go home. On 79 minutes, we're looking to try and close the game out here. And Bolton attacking. It's going to come into Elijah Norton. It's a strong shot to the near post. And Cartwright gets across and makes a great save. Then from the corner, absolute nightmare. As Cartwright goes to hit the ball, he falls over his own defender, who stays down. And then they retrieve the ball, crosses back in, and Windass is there to grab a brace. This is probably one of the most annoying goals I've conceded on this save, because it's totally avoidable.
Well, let's take another look.
I'm actually trying to hit it out to the wing when he goes. It won't show on the replay, but I'm trying to hit that out to the wing when I go to kick it. So he shouldn't even be running into his own defender there when he goes to kick it. And then 5 minutes left. Every deflection, everything's going their way. I thought I had everybody covered, and Aaron Morley crops up into the box and heads it in to make it 3-3. Cups of tea everywhere. Out jumps Bradbury and Spillers and heads it past Cartwright. We end up dropping points here after being 3-1 up. We end up dropping points and end up drawing the game. Not good. Alright guys, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. Also, why not consider subscribing, that way you don't miss any upcoming episodes. I'm now producing content every 2 days. I'll see you guys back on Wednesday with episode 84. We continue our battle in the championship. Thank you so much for your support. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming.